My name is Antonio Brown. On the day after Thanksgiving of this year, I had a situation occur um, where my rights were violated by the police. Um, what happened was my daughter had some swelling in her jaw area. Um, so me and the mama decided to take her to the hospital. We took her to the hospital, and after she stayed there for after about 3 or 4 hours of being there, we were told by the hospital that they were going to refer her to Wilson's Hospital because she needed a pediatric doctor to take care of her. So I followed. They transported her in an ambulance. I followed, and we went to Wilson Hospital, right up the street, right there by Baptist Hospital. So we're there. We get there, and they're not really seeing about my daughter. We had been there about an hour and a half, and no one that came in. So I'm telling my old lady like, hey, like they said she needed to be referred to a pediatric doctor. Like we're here, like nobody has even came to like check on her. With her having swelling in her jaw area, there's concerns about her being able to breathe. They weren't monitoring her breathing. They weren't monitoring her pulse. So quite naturally, I had a problem with this. Um, so when the nurse finally did come in, I'm like, I'm expressing to her that I'm displeased about the level of service that the level of care that we're getting. And so she's checking over my daughter, and she's looking at the swelling on her jaw, and she's like, impressive. So I'm looking at my lady like, what the impressive? Like, what's impressive about a kid's jaw swelling? You know, um, impressive is a word. It has a positive connotation. So if you're impressed by something, it would be something good. Like an illness for a kid, there's nothing impressive about that. So at this point, like I'm very irritated. Um, the lady left out of the room. I told my old lady, I'm hard pressed to believe that this lady's a medical doctor. Like, and like as far as like her calling saying the swelling on her jaw is impressive. Like, I don't know what to say about that. So um, I ended up spending the night. She left. She went home, and it was time for us to switch. She came back in the morning, and it was time for us to switch. When she got there, they made a really really big issue about because I got three kids. I have a 7-year old, I have a 5-year old, and I have a 4-year old. At Wilson's Hospital on the Children Tower, 4-year olds are not allowed to come in. With my old lady, I'm not close to my family really at all, and my old lady, she's not from here. She's from Minnesota, so we had no way to trade places. Um, so we call up there and we tell the nurses like, hey, we can't leave our daughter. We can't leave my smallest daughter, and we need to trade places because, you know, I need to go get some sleep. I need to go home. Instead of them accommodating to us, they called the police, and the police came to the room, and he touched me. I told him, don't touch me, don't touch me. And he's like, well, listen, they want you to leave, and I'm like, well, like I'm trying to leave, and they're not even accommodating to me, nor are they trying. My old lady downstairs, she's trying to come up here right now, and they're making a big issue about my smallest daughter being in the hospital. Um, at this point, the situation was getting pretty tense because he was telling me like, leave your daughter. You can go ahead and leave your daughter here with me, and you and your lady can switch. And I told him, I'm like, I'm not leaving my daughter with you. Like, I don't know you. I'm not leaving my daughter with you. He calls for backup, right? And backup gets there. At this point, I'm pretty enraged. So I'm telling them, okay, you want me to go? I'm leaving, but I'm taking my daughter. Like my daughter going with me. I'm not leaving her with y'all. So I get my daughter. She had an IV hooked up to her, So I unhooked the IV in a fit of rage. Well, not the part that's stuck in the arm, but I forget what they call that, like the hose. I detached the hose. So I put her in a stroller, and I'm trying to leave out of the hospital because at this point they telling me that they finna trespass me from the hospital. And my old lady's not here, they're not letting us switch. So at this point, we're about to take her somewhere else to get care somewhere else. The other police came, the other backup, they came, and they pretty much like snatched my daughter from me. They jacked me up against the wall, gave me a trespassing charge, even though as I was trying to leave, they were stopping me from leaving. And as the police were searching me, he pulled my pants down as well. Like, he pulled he did. He pulled my pants down. And I'm like, I've been to jail before, and I've never had a police pull my pants down.
Make sure you describe, like, when they say pull your pants down, describe what you mean by that.
Like pull my pants down.
To where your boxes was
exposed. To where my
exposed.
boxes was exposed. Right. So I'm waiting on the footage now, but I mean at this point, the officer claimed that I hit him, which I didn't. They claimed I was trespassing even though I was trying to leave, as they were, but they were preventing me from taking my daughter with me, which was the whole problem, because like this is the state of Florida, and we live in a state where certain political parties don't want their kids to be taught about slavery. As a parent, I feel like I have the right to decide where my daughter gets her care from and where she gets her medical care from. And that police, I mean, they're supposed to be civil servants, but I mean, at that point, he felt like I was accountable to him and that I needed to have my daughter where he felt like I needed to have my daughter at. And I don't feel like that's consistent with, the overall vibe of what's going on in Florida right now. Because you basically got people trying to whitewash history and basically not talk about all the bad things that, all the degradation that black people went through. I mean, at this point, I went to jail. I got right back out the next day, but I was locked up for nothing, essentially. I was given trumped up charges.
What was your charges?
I was charged with, the police was threatening to charge me with resisting an arrest, with like battery on a Leo. I told them I never touched him. They gave me resisting an arrest without violence. They gave me a trespassing charge, and they gave me, what else? Yeah, resisting arrest without violence and trespassing. All for trying to leave a hospital that they were telling me they wanted me to leave while trying to take my child with me.
That's crazy. That's definitely crazy. All right.
Real crazy. Just imagine like you trying to take your daughter to get, cause you're not
satisfied. You're not satisfied
and
with
the police telling you where you can't go with your own child.
He telling me I gotta leave, but like I gotta leave without my daughter. Like absolutely not.
And then now you wanna lock me up and put false charges on me because
I ain't rocking with that at all. Like,
let a white man would have been in Wilson though.
They would have. Listen, I'm gonna tell you like this. Like me personally, like I had a situation where my oldest son, I didn't feel like he was in a safe environment, and this is when he was a baby.
Right.
I went through the court procedures, did everything I was supposed to do to try to get custody of my child. I basically wasted $2,500 of my money because the state of Florida says that they would rather the child, whether male or female, be with the mother instead of the father. So that was probably one of the issues, because the father is trying to take the child instead of the mother.
Right. Without looking at the fact that living conditions are more suitable with you rather than with her.
Absolutely. Like, I mean, I never, like, everything that, like, one thing I don't do, I don't badmouth my kid's mother, because at some point, it was a love interest there.
Right.
Like none of my kids came from a one night stand.
Right.
So I'm not gonna bash you, and that ain't my stilo anyway. You feel me? Like you listen. People who know you,
Right.
and the people who don't know you, I don't even care about them.
Right.
So like in that situation there, like he right. I feel like you absolutely right, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not satisfied with the care, because when you look at it, like you got situations where neurologists and surgeons have left instruments in patients.
Right.
So if I'm not liking the service that I'm seeing from here, like I'm not satisfied with it from jump. And I got an old saying: if it start out messed up, it's gonna end up messed up. So in that spot there, like, yeah, you did right. I didn't like the service, and just like he said, what is interesting? It's nothing interesting
No, she
about
said
the
impressive.
situation.
Impressive.
Yeah, impressive.
It's
Like
just
what
the
is
thing-
impressive?
The thing about this though, it starts with the medical staff. You
Absolutely.
feel me? Why would you try to circumvent me from taking my daughter? Spite. Because I voiced my opinion that I didn't like what y'all were doing and the way y'all were treating her. Spite. Why did the police get called anyway?
Right.
Like I don't even see, and to be perfectly honest, like why, like if I left my child there, isn't that neglect?
Right.
Isn't that child abandonment?
Right.
Right. You
She's only
trespassing
5.
me somewhere where I'm trying to leave.
Yeah, but like at the end of the day, if you're trespassing me, you're trespassing my
My
child,
kid, too.
because I am my child's representative
Right.
until they turn 18.
Right.
Crazy.
So, like, in all honesty, man, listen, I keep, bro, don't,
He was
man,
trying to
listen,
humiliate me.
I'm gonna tell you like this right here.
What you say about the boxers and all? Yeah, he was.
Yeah, like,
that
He
was
put his
Right.
hands all in my crouch,
Yeah,
man.
that
I'm
was
like,
nice.
man, what are you doing, bro?
that was a show he was putting on.
Yeah, but see, at the end of the day, one thing about it, like,
Right in the middle.
it's an eye in the sky everywhere, from the hospital all the way down.
Right.
Now, it like you gonna really see what time it is, because you got like I'm not gonna. I've been in Jacksonville my entire life, and I know stuff happens, and I done seen people sweep stuff up under the rug,
Right.
you know, and you're gonna see like bro, just keep
You're gonna have to
pushing.
fight
This-
for relief.
yeah, you gonna like
Yeah,
this ain't
of
gonna
course.
be this
Have
ain't
to fight for
something that's
relief.
going tomorrow.
Right.
Everything
Right.
so
Right.
like
They don't even want to acknowledge the corruption and racism and all this shit happen within the police force anyway.
yeah.
They don't want. Of course, you gonna have to fight.
Yeah.
You have
I
to
mean,
fight.
so like this right here, bro. You know, like when like certain fights, I know ain't for me, it's for everybody. So like, don't expect for everybody to be on your side.
Right.
Just always have your focus. Hey, it's just me against the world. You know, like you like, and I appreciate brothers like yourself, like how you said, hey, I'm coming here to support my man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The support him, because at the end of the day, like it's so much segregation within us as a people, period, anyway. You know, or a person, they got to be trying to get something out to try to help you. Or man, listen, like my daddy was born in 1937, so that's why I rock the way I rock, because he's an old man. So with that being said, it's like we got to stick together.
Right.
So I'm telling you right now, bro, like if I can be of any assistance in any form or fashion, you know what I'm saying? I listen, hey, like I'm gonna help, because
I mean, it's one thing to not like what I say, but it's so another thing to call the police. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
and bend the laws and the policies to fit your emotional
yeah.
charged episode. You know what I'm saying?
And they try to say I was being aggressive, like, and that bugs me out.
Supposed to
Like
be
a white
aggressive about your
man,
child.
a white man
That's
can
what
get
I'm
mad
saying.
and say what he want, and they'll say he's just passionate. But anytime a black man get mad and speak out, oh, he's being belligerent, he's being violent, he's being aggressive. I don't
Listen,
like that.
At the
That's
point
it's
where
a
I
double,
try to leave
it's a
with
double
my
standard.
child, and y'all tell me
It's
what
a
I
double
can't
standard.
do, what am I supposed to do? Be docile about the situation?
So
Like,
let me ask you:
I thought I was about to be
was your
fighting with the
child
police.
admitted? Was your child? Is your child admitted to the hospital?
Yeah,
Yeah, she
She
yeah,
was.
yeah.
Okay, so then,
yeah,
so she had got admitted.
yeah,
So then you weren't satisfied.
right.
Okay, so you want the
So
discharge.
the care that she was receiving better care. That's Wilson is supposed to be a specialty hospital.
Exactly. Absolutely.
For pediatrics. She was receiving better care at the adult hospital than at Wilson. So
Yeah.
she was receiving way better care. So
Turn your ring on, bro.
Yeah, we was,
But like I said,
Way
man,
better care.
like in all honesty, if you try to prevent me from seeing or taking care of doing what's right by my child, that is a natural reaction to, okay, well, I'm trying to be calm about this
Right.
and remove my child, and you're
Right.
not allowing me.
Right.
So what am I supposed to do? Call the police on the police?
right. Because I mean, at this point, you're holding me hostage at this point.
Yeah, like
'Cause you're not letting me leave.
literally,
You're saying you want
I
to
just
leave.
watched a young lady who pulled her car. Like all jokes aside, it's on CNN and Court TV right now. One of her charges was false imprisonment because she would not let the guy. She pulled the car in front of him and would not let him leave. That is false imprisonment.
Right. Right.
That is false imprisonment. When you sit here and don't allow me to leave an environment that you're telling me that I have to go, and on top of that, you telling me
Leave without my kid.
leave without my
I-
child.
that's crazy.
Yeah, it's
You can't get no regular parent, no human being,
Nope.
nobody to agree with that situation in that situation.
and when he got arrested, you know what I'm saying. All the supervisor officers, the sergeant, nobody stopped. Hey man, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nobody-
We ain't gonna do this here.
Yeah.
How you charge a man with resisting arrest that was trying to leave with a child? How you charge him with trespassing when he was trying to leave?
Right.
That don't make no sense.
But see, at the end of the day, they gotta listen. They gotta do something. A lot of people, over 3/4 of the country that is incarcerated right now took a plea agreement.
Black people.
Yeah.
Like no, this don't even bro. All jokes aside, I've looked at these numbers, and it's not even about race. It's about people that are incarcerated. Period. They took a plea agreement. You know what I'm saying? Just think about it. If he didn't, are you out on bond?
No, it was to my. So this is what happened. I tried to bond out because I had a bond with them being misdemeanors. For some odd reason,
so
they
they
wouldn't let me
misdemeanor.
out though. They wouldn't let me out of jail.
They wouldn't listen. He called me 3 hours. Bond paid. Bond lady over there.
But they just
I called back. A couple more hours. She said, give him a couple more hours. Woo. Hey, woo. She called the jailhouse back on 3-way. She tell me some shit I never heard before. She say he got felonies and the bond gonna be 10 more thousand. Okay, whatever, run it. Right?
Yeah.
But then I say, well, hold up. Well, what you mean he got felonies? I just looked him up on court. You feel me? So I look him up. He ain't got no felonies. So then she called with me on 3-way. They tell her he got another charge from 2000, another charge. So when she was like, oh, from 2007? Okay, what they got to do with his bond right now?
at the end of the day, 2007. Listen,
Ain't got
Statute
nothing.
of
They
limitations.
made
but
us-
yeah,
they-
and that's just what I was going to say. The statute of limitations is dead on that unless
he
you
served his time for that. But
Oh,
She was talking about a charge that I had
the
already.
jailhouse was trying to say that you can't have. They were trying to put this bullshit stipulation. You can't have a felony and a misdemeanor and then bond out. And I told her I done bonded out. I done bonded plenty of niggas out with misdemeanors and felonies.
Yeah.
And then she called him back. And when she called him back, the lady, the dude basically told you, say, ma'am, I know you do a lot of bonds here. He's not bonding out. He's gonna have to go to court. And that's all I'm gonna say.
So they held you
Why,
hostage again.
listen now.
Right.
This is a critical factor. Why his baby in the hospital with a swollen jaw? You feel me? He don't know what the fuck going on.
Yeah, like he should have been released.
Like the emotional turmoil and all this. That's why I said why we want to start documenting, getting this ball rolling
Absolutely.
because this shit ridiculous.
Yeah, because I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I was married to a young lady that actually had, she had capital charges, and because her son, was in his he was in remission.
Mm-hmm.
They allowed her to be released.
Right.
You know, but now she had to have an ankle monitor on,
Right.
but they still allowed her to be released because of the severity of the child.
Right.
So, like, but once again, here we go. It was a young lady.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, it was like all jokes aside, like, and I think in order for a man to get their child, now you either got to spend a bag or you got to have one heck of a, like, she got to be a real deal. Like, she got to be.
Fucking with me, I ain't going to jail. I'm gonna set her ass up.
But see, I'm gonna tell you though, bro. Like that situation there is. It ain't that, like, that shit ain't right. It's no way to explain.
Society bias.
Yeah.
My civil rights were violated, and I was not able to be there for my child, like in my child's like time of need, and that hurt me a lot. It hurt me a lot.
Yeah, all right. Man, listen, I feel like all jokes aside, how he's saying emotional and stuff like that, like, I've seen it where when you talk about emotion,
Right.
right? I've seen a young lady sue a doctor. Okay, the guy sued the doctor because he did a messed up treatment down there.
Mm-hmm.
The young lady sued because she was distraught too, because she couldn't.
Oh,
be,
okay, because that was his
Yeah.
partner.
Yeah,
Right.
like emotional.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
and I'm just saying, so, like, if they'll give somebody, like, so yeah, bro, listen, I'm talking about, check this shot, man.
Yeah.
Knock them across the, knock them across their shit.
I'm going all the way.
We also want to use this platform to put it out there, put the energy out there that if anybody has helpful information as far as the steps need to be taken, or if any lawyers or lawyer groups, anything like that would like to reach out about this.
Listen,
Some
I know,
footage.
all jokes aside, I know a guy I went to school with. I'm gonna reach. I ain't gonna say his name, but I'm gonna reach out to him and see, because we went to school together, and like last time I seen him, he hey, listen, he a big dog. Like, he,
Right.
put it like this here, he affiliated with O.J. Simpson people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So he got this section here.
He's still based out of Jacksonville.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
and
it's
then
gonna take-
listen, it's a whole team on, bro. Like, it's a whole. I swear,
It's
a whole
gonna take.
team.
See, not anybody gonna take a case in Jacksonville against JSO though.
But he don't like, all jokes aside, I've seen this man stand in the paint about that shit. You feel me? Like, I ain't going, I reach out to him. Like, I have no problem reaching out to him, and when, like, basically, once this is over, I give you his number. Well, not his number, but I give you his name, because, like, I spoke to him about some other legal stuff as far as with my family members, and
Right.
like, man, listen, he on point. But yeah, like, we're gonna keep using this platform.
Yeah. It's just crazy. You never expect to go to jail taking your daughter to the hospital, so I think people need to know about what happened. I feel like the police, they threw their weight around and charged me just because they could, and they did it wrongfully, and saying they need to be accountable for it.
Heck yeah, they need to have accountability. Like, this ain't what you paying taxes for.
Right.
I don't listen. I'm not a criminal no more. I'm not a criminal no more. So what I pay my taxes for, this ain't what I'm paying my taxes for. Like, I get up and I go to work every day. I don't get up and go to work every day to be treated by somebody I'm actually paying. Right. Do I act like I own you, or do I act like you work for me? Right. No. I treat you like a human, because that's what you are first. Right. But at the same time, you have a responsibility to the people.
Right.
You have a responsibility to the people, to service them in a way that you would like to be serviced.
It seems to think we here to serve them.
We all do, bro. But the thing about it is this corruption and the stuff that happens with the police department is, they got an old saying said, "Who's gonna watch the watchers?" You feel me?
Absolutely.
So it's we dealing with the God complex. You feel me? People got absolute authority. You know what I'm saying? The higher ups, lowest, whatever. Nobody's gonna go against each other because they'll X each other out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I mean, it's up to the politicians. It's up to us as the people to voice it. You feel me?
Absolutely.
But it's up to these politicians, and you see TK Waters by the other dude that got beat up. He ain't, you know what I'm saying? It's on footage. You got the police just casually walking by, kicking his man on the ground, and all this here. Like, you know what I'm saying? They need to be held accountable. No, what's dude's name? Dick Gregory.
I don't
Dick Gregory, the old black dude, man. He made a point, man. He say, man, I'm gonna tell you how you stop police brutality, right? Give the police family free health care, free college. You feel me? But make it where their gun has to be insured.
Oh yeah.
Like personally insured.
Yeah.
So when you mess up, they revoke your insurance, you can't be a police. So now you put them in a position, do you hate me more than you love your son going to college?
Yeah.
Do you hate me more than your wife having an insurance pension when you die?
Yeah.
Do
Definitely.
you hate me more than your child getting the best of health care? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, I think it's just things that people need to look at and stop, like you know, us as the people, we can only voice so much.
Yeah.
We can only voice so much. You know what I'm saying? At some point, these politicians and these people with influence and stuff, somebody got to step in and really point it out.
But see, it start with us though, bro. We got to start being at these meetings. We got to start showing our face. Like, listen, bro.
Right? But it's hard
listen,
when you feel like, when the people feel like what they say don't matter, or what they, you know what I'm saying?
We'll pack out the Veterans Arena. We'll pack that bitch the fuck out. But we won't pack out.
I understand.
You know what I'm saying?
We
So
went to
like,
the protest with the Keon, who I think we beat y'all. We meet y'all. You was there, but I think you left before we got there. However it was, right? Wasn't no more than I say 70, 80 people there.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
And it was half white.
Yeah, that's
Half white.
that what threw
Half
me.
white.
That
You know
what
I'm saying?
threw me.
I agree with you in that.
That
Let
threw
Boosie
me
come
off.
to the city.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I agree with you. You know what I'm saying? But it also, it ain't all on the people, because the people feel like what I'm going to speak for.
shit.
You know what I'm saying? But I would say, I want to make a point on what you said initially when you was like, we segregated and all that. You know what I'm saying? What I don't understand is this here. I had a recent situation where a white dude, you know what I'm saying? Well, I had a car wash. I got rid of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm standing there. I hear nigger, nigger, right? I look, and he pulled off. You know, I'm on that revolutionary,
Yeah.
I follow him, I see where y'all jump out. You drive the car? Yeah. What's up with the nigga stuff? Oh, I wasn't talking to you.
It don't matter.
So you know, I ain't gonna get into detail, but I want him bad.
Yeah.
So I'm like, call me a nigga. This is what the white dude said. He said, I call him a nigga because he cut me off. Well, call me one. Right now. And I'm gonna initiate it. Has nothing to do with you. I was talking. So I say this to say this here. The collective white mind is a reflection on what we allow them to think. You feel me? As far as us. You feel me? So when this dude said there's a lot of stuff like really came in. Okay, he feels because this is what us black people be segregated.
Absolutely.
I can call you a nigga, and all three of us, that's between you and that white dude.
Yeah.
I remember a time when me and you could be beefing.
Yeah.
That you get into it with a white dude.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That you get into it, you know what I'm saying? I went to prison in 2003 when it was still like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I do agree with the fact that we are segregated. And then I'm going to tell you something else, that I don't like.
I done been, listen, like my job sent me to Chicago, and one of the dudes I was vibing with, he was like, oh yeah, boy, the police don't even go over there at all. Right. Like, they don't even, cause they know, bro, you slide through there, bro, listen, they finna flip you. You know what I'm saying? It, like, all jokes aside, like, I don't condone violence, and like, everybody I ever been violent to, they did something to me first. My daddy taught me to take a punch.
Right.
Now, if you slap me and I punch you, that's on you. You should have punched me, bro.
Should've put your hands on me.
You know what I'm saying? Listen, you should have. Hey, you should have did. But with that being said, like, if we did the police like that, bro, like they'll have a different concept. Do I want to do the police like that? No. Do I want you tasing? Like, who the fuck wakes up in the morning saying, "Hey, you know what? It's a good fucking day to get tased."
See,
Who the fuck do that?
it's a fine line right there, right? Because see, this is the thing, right? You gotta always think ahead, right? See, I'm not saying violence is not the answer, but I'm saying with the violence comes a lot of ramifications that must be considered, right? So if we was right now take a stand, we giving it to them, we setting them up, we beating them up, we shooting them and all that, what's gonna happen? They're gonna militarize the police force. They're gonna have a reason to come in here and do exactly what they want to do.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is like violence when justified. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But we have to be militant in thought first. You feel me? Before we be militant in
You
physical.
train the mind. You
You know
gotta
what I'm
train
saying?
that
But
mind.
you gotta be very weary when you're dealing with the police force. Like in police, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to just, you know what I'm saying? Because then before you know it, they'll have tanks, this, and that, curfew, and da 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 da.
Cause I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you, and like I hope this don't cancel my little contract with the little Tubi movie. But no. I got a homeboy that like I'm helping him shoot his Tubi movie.
Right,
One of his actors is actually a JSO officer.
right.
Listen, it fucked me up. Like me being from the hood, pulling up, seeing a police car. I'm like, oh shit, boy, I ain't with this.
Right.
But okay, this about a bag.
So it was a JSO
like,
acting as a JSO officer.
No, he's a JSO officer and he's also an actor
Oh, so he had his patrol car that
at
wasn't
his house.
involved.
Yes,
It's just okay.
Yeah, it's at his house. So when I pull in, like I'm going through the address, I pull in, I just whip on. Oh boy, that's them. But this by the bag, this by some money.
So you call him like, hey, what?
Hey, yeah, boy. I'm like, hey, boy. So he like, nah, bro. This sound like, huh? He like, nah, he cool. So I had to put basically I had to get my mind together.
Right.
So when I really talked to bruh and really kick, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like he's one of the good ones, and it's fucked up because when
you say
we
good was what you mean good was.
one of the ones like, okay, I asked him, I said, what's the, like, I just wanted to pick his brain. I said, bro, what's one of the hardest parts of your job? And the man told me like this here, he said, bro, I hate to see kids in a fucked up spot. He say, bro, like, I done been in a situation where it's a kid and I'm looking at the barrel of a fucking gun and this is a goddamn kid.
You think he'll go against his coworkers about you?
To be perfectly honest, no, but I ain't finna give his ass nothing to go. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Ain't no good ones.
like,
Ain't
bro.
no good ones.
I mean,
When they take that oath and they put that badge on, they pick the side.
I'm gonna say this, bro.
They
Like,
pick
like when I
sides,
say
you
a
know what I'm
good, what I mean by is
He might
like,
not be out there persecuting niggas every day and all that like that.
I'm gonna say this.
If he had to choose between you and his job,
This what I mean by a good one. He's about a book cop.
Well, he ain't gonna last long.
He's about a book cop. I can honestly
How
say
long
that.
he been a police officer?
Shit, I don't know. He might have been a cop for a couple
Over
years.
5 years.
Possibly, yeah.
He's not by the book. He's not by the book. And if he see them cracker beat him right now, he might come home and tell somebody, oh, I seen it, but he ain't gonna file no report against him.
Yeah, he ain't
gonna tell me.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He ain't gonna do that. Now, I
He gonna say
understand what
stop.
you're saying. Don't let him trick you like that. I know
Nah,
you ain't
listen,
gonna-
but bro, I'm gonna tell you like
You
this.
gonna say stop? What you doing?
Like the person that
Him and his
he
brothers.
is, like,
You know?
like he's an educated person. He'll work like, so I don't even see he's a cool individual, but is he my everyday type of guy? No, because you know what I'm saying. Like, listen, I understand. I'm a realist. I understand what the fuck going on.
Right.
Like, yeah, bro, you a cop. I like to smoke. I like to smoke.
Right.
You a police officer. You don't smoke.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Bro, I'm not gonna not be me around you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why, like, I got cousins that are actually police officers.
Right.
And guess what? I don't fuck with them. I don't hang with them because I can't be me around you. I don't feel comfortable being me around you. It don't mean I don't love you. It don't mean I don't, you know what I'm saying? But, like, the police, bro, like JSO, bro, like, I've had more negative correspondence with them than positive. You know what I'm saying? Like I've seen people call the police to try to get assistance and wind up going to jail. You know what I'm saying? Like this is the first time for me with his situation, but it's still at the end of the day, his intentions was good, and he winded up being placed in a situation where it was made to seem like as if his intentions was wrong.
Right.
So, like I
If
said,
did something wrong, I didn't do
yeah,
nothing.
he ain't do shit wrong. A motherfucker punishing you for being a father.
Right.
Or you don't like the tone I'm taking with you when I speak to you. Like you
So
like,
what?
you know what I'm saying? You supposed to be this revered character or something, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like you a policy pusher, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It don't matter if you like my tone or not. What I did wasn't illegal, so you had to lie on me and say I did this and did that, all because your panties was in your butt.
Right.
Yeah.
About it. I'm supposed to be aggressive about my daughter.
Absolutely.
And then you get to the point, just like really, we talking about it, but really, bro, take a minute to really like put yourself in them shoes and like just not put yourself in them shoes, but to like root yourself in that scene deeply. Your daughter swollen, da 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 da, and you don't like it, and you people telling you where you can't take your daughter. Where you that's a lonely place. That's a hopeless, helpless. Like, what are you supposed to do? You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the intelligent of the most intelligent men would not succumb to anger in that moment.
Yeah.
You
Right.
telling me why I can't take my child? That's, bro, I ain't gonna lie. That's like,
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
mind
I
blowing, bro.
I had a moment there with
it's,
the year.
it's there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's nah, you can't do that.
It's like, yeah, but I'm saying, I tell him all the time, you can't say what JSO can't do.
I mean, yeah, you're right.
You know what I'm saying? You can't say what they can't do.
Well, if they want you, oh, they gonna get you.
Absolutely.
You know, in front of everybody, man. We did this footage, man. We pushing. I don't know what the max is. Whatever the max in the civil system is, we pushing it. And they can come with that bullshit. They can do all that. We ain't gonna stop. We pushing. Unless they want to go ahead and set out for these 5 million, we'll take 5 million.
Hey, what you say? 5M, 5M.
You know what I'm saying?
5M.
We want emotional damages. We want punitive damages. We want all that. You know what I'm saying?
Huh? And shit, listen, man, all this goddamn money the city got, shit, they can do it. They'll so come open 5 million. Hey, listen, man, just give me the 5 million straight across the board.
What Keon want with them suiting for? What the number was? I know she put a suit in, but I didn't see what the number was.
I really can't call it, but shit, listen, anytime you going against the city, the state, whatever, that better be some
Better
M's.
be substantial.
Better be some M's.
Better be. I wonder if they got a cap on what you can sue them for.
Shit, listen.
They might have a cap on what you can sue them for.
Yeah.
Cause sometimes they do stuff like that when they know they liable for a bunch of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we gonna sue that police officer. We gonna sue him in his official and his personal capacity. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
An individual. We gonna sue him both ways. We gonna sue him as a JSO officer, and we gonna sue him as an individual. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, I'm telling you. Go ahead, hey, double up. Hey, listen, double up on them.
Use the bathroom real quick.
But shit, anything else you want to say, brother?
So.
Okay.
All right, y'all, we live from the den.
Oh, man.
Catch us next time, all right?